Because our friend, our former colleague, as of just a couple weeks ago, Tulsi Gabbard, now director of national intelligence, you had a report that came in from CNN saying, cleaning this up is going to be a problem because I don't know, man, if you start firing people in these departments, in the CIA, in the FBI, in the Office of National Intelligence, what if these people start selling us out? What if they start going to China and to Russia and to all of our adversaries and they give us all their information? What's going to happen then? That's why we can't fire people, because if you fire people, they are going to turn their back on their country. Again, and Tulsi, of course, responded with well, this is precisely the point.
That's right. So this comes from a report from CNN, how Trump's government-cutting moves risk exposing the CIA's secrets. And it says, as the CIA weighs staff cuts, current and former intelligence officials say that mass firings could offer a rich recruitment opportunity for foreign intelligence services like China or Russia, who may seek to exploit financially vulnerable or resentful former employees. So what CNN, according to individuals that they spoke with, is trying to say is that, look, if they don't have a job, they're going to, go to the competitor. Like it's, I left Walmart and went to Target. I mean,
that's what I was saying in our meeting this morning was there's other organizations like ours. And it's that's the worry there. Oh man, they're going to take their talents, to Miami. Like LeBron said so many decades ago. That dates me so badly, but that could happen. But their version of that is, I'm going to go to a foreign adversary.
Right. It seems absurd on its face, but I think we should let people know it is not usual to see the director of national intelligence do interviews. Normally, it's not a job you even necessarily are familiar with who the person is. But Tulsi Gabbard has been making the rounds, and she was asked about this very article last night on Jesse Waters' show. Let's go ahead and play bite one.
I am curious about how they think this is a good tactic to keep their job. They're exposing themselves essentially by making this indirect threat, using their propaganda arm through CNN that they've used over and over and over again to reveal their hand, that their loyalty is not at all to America. It is not to the American people or the Constitution. It is to themselves. And these are exactly the kind of people that we need to root out, get rid of, so that the patriots who do work in this area, who are committed to our core mission, can actually focus on that. I got to tell you, one of the byproducts of what I just saw literally today is because of this immediate action of transparency and accountability, I have people within the intelligence community reaching out to me personally and directly saying, hey, you need to know about this. You need to look over here. People are stepping forward because they are all on board with the mission to clean house and refocus on our core mission of serving the American people.
It's absurd. And as Tulsi Gabbard called them out on Jesse Waters' program, that one, they're using their propaganda arm, CNN, so calls out CNN as well, but that these type of deep state actors know that they can go directly to friendlies in the media and get this out there as a warning to the Trump administration. But she is also right to point out, it exposes that these people shouldn't be working for our intelligence agencies anyways. If they are easily flipped their allegiance from, it's not just a job, this is a national security job, and they're going to just all of a sudden lose their job and decide, I know some stuff, I'm going to go sell it to Russia or China or Iran or North Korea. I mean, that just seems absurd that CNN would even print, here's the risk. It's like when New York Times said the unintended consequence of naming cartels terrorist is it may hurt our economy. If these people are that easily turned against their allegiance to the United States, then they shouldn't be working for the Central Intelligence Agency to begin with.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a call on this. We have a Marine Corps vet, Lee, who's calling in Kansas on line one. First, Lee, thank you so much for your service. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you for taking my call. Senator Chuck Grassley, about 2 years ago, mentioned a task force of 40-plus FBI informants that were dedicated to the Bidens. And I haven't really heard anything else about it since then. So I would like to ask if you guys know any more about it, or if anybody's going to press Tulsi Gabbard or any of the new Trump administration about that. As I understand it, they were dedicated to the corruption that was going on in the Biden administration, to include when he was a senator and vice president.
Right. I remember that all going down, and I think we do have some update there.
Well, what he's referring to was that Senator Grassley, who works with a lot of whistleblowers, he's one of the senators that actually champions whistleblowers in his oversight role in the Senate. But he had acquired a FD 1023, which is the form that FBI agents will fill out about corruption or a crime as they're taking their notes. And this went into broadening the story of looking into corruption potentially within the Biden vice presidency. So this was prior to him being the president of the United States. I think, there were some issues with that where sometimes a 1023 in the media maybe gets more play than what it is. That doesn't give any veracity to what's being told. That's an agent taking notes on it, just what they're being told. And then there's work product that would follow. So that's part of it. But also, I think when it comes to corruption, the main focus of the government right now, of the Trump administration, is stopping current corruption. And while there would be some hope for justice of past corruption, before you can even start to even think of that, you have to put an end to what we're seeing here. And when you have essentially...
it's much more important about what's happening, not what happened.
Right. And when you have CIA agents that are essentially threatening extortion to keep their jobs through CNN, or you have them discovering that NSA agents, 100 employees of the National Security Agency, which is one of the most secretive agencies that we have, even more so to some degree than the CIA. Their work isn't really talked about much, and not that the CIA's is, but this is even much more secretive. 100 employees, they discovered, were using an internal communication platform they had called Intel Link.
Right.
So it's supposed to be secure. It's for work product, for their professional use. Had an entire channel of about 100 employees discussing lewd, some described it as even pornographic material on their work devices at work. It's graphic. We're not going to go into the details here, but it's kind of shocking that in this day and age that someone would think this is appropriate workplace talk and chat, and that was going on the most secretive servers of the internet.
Yeah, we know that
of the U.S. government.
And it's been said a lot of those will be taken care of. A lot of those people will be gotten rid of, if you will. We are so excited to announce the ACLJ's brand new app, completely redesigned to provide you with the best tools available to partner with us at the ACLJ. You can watch the daily Seculo program, sign the petitions, customize your ACLJ membership experience, donate with the click of a button, and receive up-to-the-minute critical updates that the mainstream media can't censor. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to your phone's app store, search ACLJ, and click install. It's that simple.